Hello and welcome along and welcome to Shamrock Valley for Farming Simulator 19. Wow, so this is a map that originally was released at the end of Farming Simulator 17. It is by OxygenDavid. It's never been out on console, but my understanding is that this will be released for console for Farming Simulator 19. And yeah, he has very kindly given me early access to it, so thank you very much for that. Oh wow, look at that. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I love this map. This map is one of my favourite maps, partly because we had Eddie on it last time. And yeah, it is just so well detailed, as OxygenDavid stuff always is. And you can see we've got kitchen, the interior of the house. We're going to have a quick wander around the house first, just to show you guys how much detail there is in here. Can't open that door. Can open that one. So this is into the office where we have Shamrock Valley. So it's just looking absolutely fantastic, just from the inside of this. And there's so much detail all over this. It is just really, really cool. So, yeah, so that's the house. The house is, as I said, most of the doors in this place are open. And you've got bedrooms and everything everywhere. With all this kind of detail. And I kind of like doing this early on. Bathroom. Because it's always good to have a look at these. These are spaces that I think a lot of people may not actually get to see when playing the map, because you wouldn't think necessarily to go into this space. But I think it's really cool. I really, really love the level of detail in these spaces that you wouldn't necessarily, you know, go into normally. Multiple bathrooms in here. That is absolutely brilliant. So we're going to head out. We're going to have a walk or a drive around the map. But as I was saying, this is by OxygenDavid. It is converted and reworked from FS 17. It looks absolutely stunning. I love this view down the valley out into the water, and in 19 this is just looking amazing. Now I know that the best time to have a look down the valley is late in the evening. I think Oxy said to me. Sort of between 7 and 8 p.m. So I think what we might do at the end of this is just sort of forward the time on a bit and have a look at that, which is awesome. Because, yeah, we want to have a look at that. Now, this gate doesn't open, but it doesn't have a collision either, so you can easily get through that. And this is the Land Rover that I've customized to take us around this map. It is, I've sort of gone for an Irish colour scheme for it. And we can go and have a look around the yard quickly before we go any further. So yard is pretty much unchanged from FS 17. We again have some good sized barns. So there's a nice barn here. We got the two silage clamps there. We got some, I think we got a little bit more window dressing on this. I don't remember this car here. My trouble with this and FS 17 version is that I spent most of my time down at the pig farm. So I'm not so familiar with this yard. But I think this is our cows in here. So cow purchase point, I would guess all of the stuff for them is in this field here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So there's the barn. We've got the fast run on, so we can just nip through here. So this would be the point where you, yeah. So this is set up like Oakfield Farm, in fact. So you got your feeding troughs here. You got your straw blows into here, and you've got your water here. So that's the cows sorted. Let's head back to our landy and just reverse this up. I like to zoom out a bit so that you guys can have as much view as possible. Grain storage there. As other side of the cow barn. You've then got some nice storage facilities here. So this is a really nice little small yard in here. And you've got a couple of sheds. So you've got a shed in here. Now that looks, I would say that's slightly the wrong sound at the moment on that. Sounds very wooden, whereas that looks like a very metal door. So I think we'll mention that to Oxy. But in general, no issues with that at all. Far better than some of the sounds that we've heard on places before that have been wrong. So that is that bit of the yard. Then around here, again, we've got more storage space. So another shed here. And yeah, these are all sounding like that. There's this is your workshop, which is really cool. Then we've got another shed over here. Start with the TX this time. Slurry pit here. And manure area there. Lime silo. And it looks like possibly a sell point for straw over that way. So yeah, nice detailed yard. Lots to do in here, but not so wide and open that it feels too big. I really quite like that about this yard. It's a very nicely built yard from that point of view. There is a placeables area to the north, to the northwest of here, up here. Really useful for FS19 with the build your own farm stuff. So that is up here. So plenty of space to put stuff if you want to. That's quite useful. And then we're going to head south from here. So we have got new farmer on here, which is why we have all the equipment and everything. I believe the farms aren't sellable. You can't get rid of the farm buildings. We've got our first sell point over here, though. So this is Gypsy Hill Stores. And if I remember correctly, there is a water tank here. Yeah, there's a water tank there, I think. And then you've got your sell point just round here. Now, all the sell points and things tend to be clustered on this map, if I remember correctly. And we will go over the map in full at the end of this video. You then have your shop in here. So this is purchase place again. This is unchanged. So this is RBM Agricultural Limited. Yeah, this is your shop. And there's a workshop there. Now, in the previous version, I do remember that this was openable, and it is openable here. And there we are. There's our workshop trigger. And then, if we head down this way, without hitting that car, we've got a fuel station there. Now, you can see here, Oxy has also implemented the multiple sheep paddocks, I think. So, sheep are actually, if I can do this without sending us into the river, over here. Actually, we can get that on the way back. But yeah, that is the sheep. That is at least one of the sheep paddocks there. Knowing him, he has implemented multiple ones on this map, as he did on Oakfield. I do love that. I do love the doing that on the maps. We've got the pub in there. This road doesn't go anywhere. It does say, oh, I think that's the egg sell point. It's got E on it. That would make sense. This road goes nowhere, although there is a little road up the top. Actually, let's go and let's turn around and go up here and do a little bit of exploring. So yeah, there is a road up here that we can go all the way round the back and through the forestry area. So that is what we're going to do. Head up here and we can get a good look down the valley. Look at that. This is one of the most spectacular maps in Farm Sim. And then we head down the back here. And yeah, and this is the edge of the map. And this is the edge of the map. And this is, again, one of those great map edges where you can't see, obviously, where the edge of the map is. Absolutely love that. It works really well. So this is the forestry area. Again, nicely detailed. A good bit of grass underfoot, but you can see where there's been pre-chopped trees. There's just little bits and pieces all over the place. That is actually really quite cool. So yeah, loving that. And that has looks like it has paths and areas off it for you to go and work them. So that's really good. You come out the other side and you are just presented with the estuary or the bay. that Shamrock Valley opens out into. And it, again, absolutely amazing. Really, I love how Irish this map feels, because it really does. A proper Emerald Isle map, this. Absolutely lovely. And just so picturesque. We've got the castle down here, so we'll just pop down up here for that. And again, you can see the detail that's gone into this, and how much work has gone in. We have a burger stand here. What have we got on these? These are always good for the things. Ah, I do like that. Oxy on the back. Yeah, loving that a lot. Absolutely brilliant that is. And it is, and this is the thing with Oxy's maps, is it's the level of detail that is on these maps. There are things that I just won't be able to get to and see and cover in this video, and that I will miss because they're small things. So I always recommend with Oxy's maps, go and investigate, go and have a look around, because there's always something, some little detail somewhere that you might miss otherwise. Perfect example being us walking around the house at the start of this video, because there are just so many little bits and pieces in there and so much detail that goes into this, and it just looks so picturesque and so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We have a driveway up here to Scatterbrook Sawmill, so our sawmill is up here, the other side, or in the shadow of the viaduct. And I don't know if we'll see the train go across in this video, but the train looks absolutely amazing. So hopefully we might see that. But yeah, here's the sawmill. Sell points are around here somewhere. It's always interesting trying to find these things. Where are we? Through here. Yeah, there we go. There is our wood sell point over here, nicely marked out. Drive onto that and click the exclamation mark, and then over there is our sell point for the wood chips. Then we are going to head back out of here and back onto the main road in order to go and have a look here. And yeah, so here's the estuary. That's where the river flows through. Again, looking back up the valley is just as scenic and just as picturesque as looking this way on it. Round the roundabout and heading down to here. Now here is the animal market. So Paddy Fields Livestock Market. Purchase point for animals is over here. Like so. And the one thing, of course, we're going to have a look for on here is where the horses are. Because we don't... I'm not 100% sure where they are on this map yet. So we're going to check those out. We've got a whole load of sell points down here. So there's quite a mass of sell points here at the port. We've got a bale sell point there. We've got a crop sell point here, which is good. Then around the side here, we've got our BGA at the port as well. So there is the sell point for the BGA for that stuff, for the silage. And then here we have a purchase or a pickup point for the digestate. Interestingly, what doesn't seem to be here this time is the silos for our silage. There's no silage clamps. We've got a sell point over there as well, just over the other side of that wall. I'm not 100% sure what that is a sell point for. But yeah, there's no... in the previous version, there were some silage clamps here. So those aren't here at the moment. Whether that's a mistake or whether that's on purpose is a good question. But yeah, certainly at the moment, no silage clamps down at the port. Now we want to pop into here. And in here, this is the milk. So this is new because, of course, there was no selling of milk in the previous version. So this is the milk parlour and a new thing for this version of the map. And then if we head down this way and through the town itself, we have some more sell points to the side. Whoa. Managed to stop there in time. And this just curves around. And we're going to then take this sort of small back road up the side of the map and see where that takes us as well. But yes, we've got some sell points here. So that heads off that way. This is harbour shipping. And it is looks like it's a crop sell point, a wool sell point, and then there's another sell point further down. Must be out this way. And back in. And what do we have up here? Oh, wow. This is... yeah, in here we have another crop sell point for harbour shipping. Absolutely brilliant. Liking that a lot. This is... What I'm loving at the moment is... I've done a first look on this map before. On 17, I did a first look on this map. This is the first time I've been to this area of the map. Now, I'm wondering if some of this is new and some of this has been added in, or whether I was just being rubbish last time. But certainly, there's a lot of detail and a lot of stuff here that I don't remember seeing before, which I find quite interesting. So we're going to head back around this way and up this road here, which should take me around the back. And Farm Sim has the old issue that you don't quite sit in the right place on the map. But yeah, there we go. And out the back here, and then this is another set of grass. So this being an Irish map, has a lot of grass on it. I would recommend, I think doing silage on here is a really good idea. I think there's a fjord through the river there. And you can see at the other end of the valley there in the distance is a whole load more stuff. Some nice dirt tracks and things coming off, and just looking absolutely fantastic. This map really is so much detail. Yeah, because I remember having gone up to here before, because this was a sell point last time, if I remember correctly, which it isn't this time, interestingly. Oh, I've knocked over their bin. But that's pretty cool. I like this. You could put if you edit out the house from your save game, you could put the deck chairs or something up here, and that'd be a good starting house starting point. That'd be quite nice. Then over the bridge, over the river, and into here, and this being the pig farm. Now this is the farm I know really well. And that we based my roleplay out of in FS17. Looking good. I remember a lot of there's a lot of good stuff here. There we are. And yeah, so area for the pigs here. Unloading point for the pigs. Manure area. And then round here you've got the water as well. Feeding trough is the other side. Slurry tank here. And then you've got your various bits in the shed there. And we open this up. We have a fuel tank here. Now we've got a feeding trough. I guess this is for the chickens. So the chickens, I would guess, hang around here somewhere. And then over here we have got shed, bale shed, with and then a silage clamp here. So you can do silage in the pig yard. There we go. And that is all good. So we'll close that. You've got, that is actually new. So that is a lime tower that has been added in down here at the pig farm. Previously, I think that was a fertilizer fill point there. So yeah, slightly different layout for that. Then you've got your shed and your grain store here. So shed in here. And then grain store in here. And then you bring it up around here, and you've got the unload point for your grain store there. And there is your chickens. So that is, I really like how the chickens are incorporated into this farm, actually. That's really good. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Then, if we have a look at the map, the best way for us to go out of here is actually going to be to our left. Any other way, I think, is going to cause a problem. Although, I'm tempted to go straight on. Because I think if we go straight on, we might actually meet up with the road. So, let's... Oh, car there. Let's open this up. And we're going to go straight over. And we're going to go across the farmland. See if we can actually find something. Now, looking at that... Is this where our horses are? Because... there is a definite water trough in here. So, is this our horse paddock? There's certainly something here. And there's a trigger here as well. So, that would be my question. Is this the horse paddock? Because there's a feeding trough, and there's a water trough, and there's a loading area. But it is marked as the horses on here. So maybe, just maybe this is the horse area down here as well. Which is a good collection. In fact, yes it is. There we go. So this is our horse paddock. This is where we do the horses as well. So that's good. So you got the chicken, you got the chickens, the pigs, and the horses all down there. And then you've got the cows and the sheep up at the main farm. So that's pretty cool. We've got this nice roadway through the farmyard here. Quite like to have these as sort of bumpy tracks. But it's all working out well. And that just brings us back up around here to the top. Where we can open this. Oh. Now, I think, while I don't think it's an error or a mistake, I think I would prefer that gate to open the other way. It seems a little odd to me that it opens across the track rather than opening away from the track. So that would be one thing. And then up here we come up and over the railway line, back to field 7, which we own there. Look at that. Fantastic waterfall. But yeah, so we own field 7 there. Doesn't look like it has any sheep stuff in it. So maybe there is just the single sheep field on this map. That is a distinct possibility. Looks like we get to the top of here and pull into here, and we should be able to have sheep purchase point marked out here. So there we go. So that is sheep field. I can't see any other sheep fields on the map, so that makes sense. And that then brings us back up here and back towards the main farm. So it's a nice map in that it's got a fairly nice circular route around it. It's got lots of roads in between and things, but I really quite like that. That works. It works really well. It is an absolutely beautiful map. And it's a really, really good map to play. And as I said, plenty of fields in which to do silage. Yeah, absolutely perfect silage map. Great map actually for the class DLC, with the class with the Platinum Edition being so covering silage so well. I think it would fit in here absolutely perfectly. So we're going to have a look at the map now, and looking at it here. We have a total of the, looking at the field numbers, 37, 38 fields, I think, by the looks of this. So, yeah, 38 fields. E, as I said before, is egg cell point. So you've got an egg cell point there. You've got an egg cell point down at the docks as well. Scatterbrook Farm is where we had the horses. That is all around that way. Shamrock Valley Farm is the one at the top of the hill, which is where we are at the moment. We've got the forestry area over there, and the placeable area at the top. So really great map for that. As you can see, it's a slightly smaller map. Doesn't take up the full 2x2, but does have plenty to do on it. You start in New Farmer with fields 1, 2, 6, and 7, along with the main farm. And in fact, let's see exactly what you own. So yeah. Owning to start with, you own all of the outer bits and all of the extra bits, which actually costs nothing. And then, yeah, you own the placeable area, Scatterbrook Farm itself, 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7, sorry. Field prices, the largest field on the map would appear to be about field 10. Looks fairly big. 159,000... Looks like it's roughly the largest cost. Yep, that looks to be the highest cost on the map is field 10. The forestry area is 472 though. So that is the most expensive bit. Otherwise, I think... Oh no, there we go. 207 for field 4. So yeah, I think it's very reasonably priced fields. So that is all good. Liking that a lot. It's a decent mix of arable to grass with a slightly larger concentration on grass. So that looks again, that looks brilliant. I'm liking that a lot. Then if we have a look here and the sell points, Shamrock Valley excels at the number of sell points it has, and it's one of the things, as I said, I absolutely love about this map. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sell points. Your main crops, you have a choice of one of 5. Spinnery, wool and cotton sell at one place. Milk sells at 5 different places, sorry. Yeah. Bales sell at 4 different places, for the most part. Straw, sorry. That sells at 3 different places. Manure sells at 2 and slurry sells at 1. So a good range of purchase points. If we have a look in the garage and see what we start with. So you start with a New Holland T5 100, a Maxim CVX 115. So both in the... low end of the power range. A TX32 combine. You have an Agroliner TKD 302 trailer, a TX32 header, an Agromass POH5 plow, an Amazon D830 seeder, a Kuhn PF 1500 front tank. Now, without a sprayer. So I'm guessing that is an error. I'm guessing that there should be a sprayer to go with that. You got the Kuhn GMD 4411 mower. The Roll Belt 150 baler. Lagoon 24 header trailer and a sewer 750 kilogram weight. So good setup for... Well, I don't know, actually. I would say that it's missing a couple of pieces of equipment. I think I'd like to see a tedder and a windrower. You're gonna need one or both of those in order to properly do silage and hay and stuff for cows, I think. So and of course does seem to be missing a sprayer as well. So I actually expect this lineup to change before the final release of the map. Yeah, so that is pretty awesome. I am liking this map. It looks more beautiful. It looks even more beautiful in FS19 than it did in FS17. We're going to forward the time now, as I said at the start, and just take it up and see if we can get to this point in the evening. Now, we are looking towards the south, so I'm expecting the light should be best. I think it is at sort of the 7, 8 in the evening. And there we go. So this is the light at sort of 7, yeah, between, he said, his original message said between 7 and 7:15, and I can see what he's talking about. This just looks amazing in the evening light. That is absolutely beautiful. And this is Shamrock Valley, and yeah. Wow, this is an absolutely awesome map. And I can't wait till it comes out for you guys to have a go. It will be available on both PC and console, is the plan. And I think actually, yeah, we will finish off looking down the valley like that, at that absolutely in this amazing sunset. It will be out shortly. It is going for testing, I believe, this week to Giants. Hopefully it will pass quickly, and you guys will get to enjoy it. I love this map. We will be seeing the return of Eddie very shortly. I need to do some setup for it, and then we will get that ball rolling as well. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this first look video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.